This next video is a webinar that I did on global price changes. Doing global price changes is a way to do price changes in your system, such as for an entire supplier, an entire class, several SKUs, where you can do it for a particular start date and end date, where on that end date it'll revert back, or you can do a permanent price change, but you don't have to do it for each individual SKU. Maybe it's for an entire supplier. It just makes it a lot easier and will change all your prices in your system, so that way when you're at the point of sale, those prices will automatically come up when the employee rings out the customer. To get there, you're going to click on the Inventory tab. You're going to click on Stock Maintenance, and you're going to click on Enter Price Discounts. This brings you into the Enter Price Discount screen. You have two different tabs. You have the Pricing tab and the Criteria tab. You can look up existing batches for price changes, or if you want to create a new batch, you'll go down to the batch name. You'll notice that it has a blue line. That means that it's a required field where you have to type information in to start a new batch to do price changes. So in this example, I'm just going to do July of 2010 for my batch name. You can type in whatever description that you want to type in. I'm going to say that it was a sale on New Balance. You can have your start date and an end date. If they're permanent price changes, you can leave the end date blank. If it's a sale where these prices are going to revert back to what they were, then you're going to put an end date here. I'm actually going to say that this will start July 31st. So I can click on the calendar icon here, or I can simply type in the 31st of July. And I'm going to have the end date be August 31st. I can compute my discounts from retail, not markdown. If I want to do that, I can click on this checkbox. If I was setting perks, if I was creating some perks for items, maybe I wanted to give my salespeople a dollar amount for every one of these, I could set perks to them. Otherwise, if I'm not doing perks, I can just leave that blank. Then there's the price change method amount. So we can either do this by percent or by amount. Maybe I'm taking 10% off of everything, so I leave it on percentage, and I can put 10. If I put a negative number, that means that that will increase the prices instead of decrease. I can also force the new price to end in, say for example, if I wanted to do 99 cents. If I wanted everything to end in 99 cents, or everything to end in 98, or everything to end in just 00, I could do that. If I wanted to do it by amount, maybe I wanted to take a certain dollar amount of everything off, I could click on amount, and maybe I wanted to take off $5 off of everything. Then I could decrease all my prices by $5. Then I go down to calculate from. Do I want to calculate from what today's price is, or the price on the start date of the new discount? And then where do I want to place the discount in? Do I want to place the discount in the retail price, override the existing retail price, or do it as a markdown? Most people will click on markdown because they want to show this as a markdown. So that way you have your original selling retail price, and then you have the markdown price that is going to be marked down to, whether it's temporary or permanent. Then the next part is the criteria. So we're going to click on the Criteria tab. Here you can do things by supplier or suppliers, by class or classes, color or colors, SKU or SKUs. We can, if you have any product custom entries, you can put those in. You can also exclude any criteria. So I could do everything but New Balance if I wanted to by clicking on the EXC checkbox, and that would exclude New Balance. Then there's the options down below, where I can include all SKUs regardless of price. I can include only SKUs at the original price, or I can include only SKUs at markdown prices. We're going to do include all SKUs regardless of price, and I'm going to put in the supplier of New Balance. So once we have everything exactly how we want it. Then we can go down at the bottom and we can click on the preview button. Strongly recommend doing this first before you actually save this. So now the preview automatically comes up, so this is going to show you everything that's going to be marked down. So as you can see, you have the SKU, the class, the color, the supplier code, the action, what store, the price, the type, the new price, when it's going to start, and when it's going to end. Now if I look that over and everything is correct, then I can click on the Save button to actually schedule this price change. Once I click on Save, the Alert Center message will come up, and here it's telling me you're about to modify the prices of 350 SKUs. Are you sure you want to continue? And if I want to continue, I'll click on Yes. And again, once it's done, it's going to bring up this report, tell me the same exact information. So now if there's for some reason that I want to bring this up and edit it, I can click on this quick lookup. Either click on the magnifying glass icon or the lookup. And it's going to show me all of my scheduled price changes, what the batch name is, what it is, the start date and the end date. In this case, I'm going to select my July 2010, and this will bring this up on the screen. So if for some reason I wanted to change the date, maybe I wanted to start this promotion earlier, I could change the start date, change the end date, and then save that. Or if I wanted to change something about this price change, I could do so. Or if I just simply wanted to delete it, I could pull it up and just click on the delete button. And then it would come up with the Alert Center message, you are about to delete this discount batch. All prices related to this batch will be deleted. Are you sure you wish to continue? And then we can click on Yes to delete it. And that way that price change will not take place. So by going into the Enter Price Discounts, this is a great way to do bulk price changes to save you a lot of time. You know, whether you're doing an entire supplier or an entire class or classes, you know, like it showed you I was doing 350 SKUs. So that way I don't have to go into 350 individual SKUs and do this temporary price change or permanent price change. I can come into this Enter Price Discount and really make it easy to have it automatically do it for me, whether I'm doing a permanent where I'm leaving the end date blank and making it permanent, or whether I am doing a temporary sale and I'm putting an end date on it and I'm reverting back. And that will revert back to the prices after this discount price change is done. The one thing that I want to stress when you're doing these Enter Price Discounts is if you're doing it per store, you want to be at that store level. When I did that first price discount, at the very top level, I was a store owner, so I was doing it for all of this level, all of the master price changes. But if I just wanted to do it, let's say for store 1, then I would want to make sure that I choose store 1, and then that'll switch me to the store 1 level, and then I can go to inventory, I can go to stock maintenance, and I can go to Enter Price Discounts. And this way I'm only doing these price changes for store 1. If you're doing it, if you have multiple stores and you know you want to do certain price changes for certain stores. So keep that in mind when you're doing the Enter Price Discounts. If you have any questions at all on Enter Price Discounts, be sure and call our support department, our 1-800 number. We'll be glad to help you on specific price changes that you're doing. This video will always be on your Wix Enterprise training video list in the webinars, and we'll be glad to help you with any type of price discount.